Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva, giving you another episode of the Braxtons, season 1, episode 5, Happy Birthday Traci. Traci was born a month after I was born, to the day. She was born April 2nd, 1971. I was born March 2nd, 1981. 1981. Lord Jesus, 1971. Okay, I am 53, not 43. But yeah, so I kind of relate to Traci. Oh heck of a lot, you know. Happy heavenly birthday, Traci. Anyway, so this is my review. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my content. Consider subscribing if you enjoy. And we can get down in the comments. Tell me how you really feel. Okay? All right. So, Towanda said, okay, so the episode begins where it left off last week, where Towanda was mad because OG, the showrunner, wanted Kevin Jr., Kevin Sr., and the daddy Braxton, Mr. Braxton, to sit down and have a man-to-man conversation or whatever. And Towanda was like, we're not doing that. We're not giving that man a platform on this platform. We're not giving him any kind of anything to use this platform, basically. She said, and she said, you want the real truth? You want? She said, don't push me. I thought, okay. And she said, this platform is for people who respect Trina's wishes. Not Trina, Traci's wishes. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, Traci's wishes. And apparently he didn't respect Traci's wishes on her not having a funeral because she didn't want people to grieve her, that hard. She just wanted, to throw a party more so than, to, be crying over her and stuff like that. She just wanted to throw a party and call it a day, a homegoing, hey, however you want to do it. So Towanda got on her soapbox and she said, we didn't leave our sister. Trina said we signed in 2009, but the show didn't come out until 2011. I kind of figured that because what I've been doing, and I only went through the first 2 episodes. I started watching the Braxtons Family Values, so I had to find out how I can watch it for free because I wasn't trying to pay for it. And so it's on Roku. It's on Roku. I said I ain't know that, but it's on Roku. And so I've been going. So I've only gone to episode 2, but these people had Blackberries. Like, I ain't seen a Blackberry in a long time. Yeah, they had Blackberry. Vince had a Blackberry. Towanda had a Blackberry. Towanda was Toni's assistant. Yeah, she was her assistant, and Trina and Tamar was her backup singers. Trina was really skinny. But anyway, Trina and Tamar was her backup singers. And she was married to Gabe, and Towanda Uh, so Towanda was married to her ex-husband, and they were just living together for the kids. And he was living in one room, and she was living in the other. And I can't be mad at that. So they was just living there get together for the kids. Um, Trina and Gabe was married, but Gabe was doing like internet cheating. Okay, doing that kind of stuff on the internet. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah, and then Tamar said on the very first episode that Kevin was cheating on Traci. And then she told Toni that her husband or her ex-husband was just using her for her money. But then she said her husband, Vince, right here, is a different type of man. He a different type of man. You got divorced too. And then um, they asked her that, if Vince cheated, would she get a divorce? She was like, absolutely. I don't deal with that. I don't deal with that. Ain't you married to a man that ate a whole booty sandwich on your ops? Ain't you married to a man that ate a whole booty sandwich on your ops? Your words, not mine. Okay, ate an old booty sandwich. Your words, not mine. But you married him anyway. But you was gonna divorce Vince if he cheated, and and he was paying all the bills. Mm, mm, okay. Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, so that so I was just telling you, um, what was said on those very first episodes. I ain't got too many more, but ate a whole booty sandwich. Anyway, so Towanda said we didn't leave our sister. They had her as a wannabe. And they did have her as a wannabe, but she was kind of acting like a wannabe during that first and second episode. Okay? So, and, no disrespect to, RIP, rest in heaven, but she was kind of acting like I want to be on the first episode. She was just like, when can I sing? Y'all always leave me out and stuff like that. So she was acting like a wannabe. I'm not saying she was a wannabe. I'm not giving her that title, but she was acting like one. Anyway, so Towanda said they played into it and all that other stuff. So I mean, she was acting like one. Anyway. So then she said that the narrative, we never left Traci behind. She said, um, when when um when we signed, Traci was pregnant with little Kevin, and she said that back in the 90s, you couldn't be pregnant and be on stage and stuff, but Escape did it just fine. So y'all should have signed with Jermaine Dupri because he didn't care. Escape did it just fine. Both Tamikas, okay, was in videos pregnant. So I don't know what you're talking about. Because Escape did it just fine, okay? Anyway. So, yeah, so she said that he was she was pregnant with Lil Kevin. Traci was pregnant with Lil Kevin. And so she said Traci told them to go ahead and sign the contract. Excuse me. So then they toured with, I'm about to say Lil Jon. Golly, I'm losing my mind. I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. They toured with Luther Vandross. I think Lil Jon was probably, no, he my age, so he was probably in college. But they toured with Luther Vandross. But then they didn't do the second half of the tour because Toni was like, y'all need to come sing back up with for me out of the country. And so they did. And apparently Traci went with them. And and so Traci, she said, yeah, Traci came with us. And you know who we left? And Trina was like, who? She was like, you. I was like, oh. Trina was like, oh. So they left Trina and took Traci. So Towanda and Tamar was always backup singers. Traci and Trina kind of interchanged a bit. I think probably because they were pregnant half the time. Because Trina had a baby before they even got signed. Then Traci was pregnant when they got signed. And then Trina had another baby afterwards, you know. So she had two sons, and Tamar or Towanda wasn't even thinking about having kids because Tawanda's kids are 18 and 17 now, and Logan I think what is 10 maybe somewhere, I don't know. He probably about 10. I don't know. I have no idea how old that boy is, but so yeah, so I can see why they were interchangeable. But anyway, she said the truth would never be told, and so she said we fought until we and Towanda said Traci fought until her very last breath. R.I.P. Traci. Um, Tamar goes to the studio. She says she mad at the world. She pissed because she having these feelings. It's Traci's birthday week. She said that she don't want to be happy because, you know, she's feeling guilty about being happy, and she doesn't want to be happy. She wants to remember her sister. Well, Tamar, your sister wants you to be happy. So don't be feeling guilty about being happy because that's what your sister wanted. Okay? That's why she didn't want to tell you until the last minute because she wants you to be happy. So if you're not happy, then you disappointing your sister. But Tamar's single "Notice Me" went number one. And she's not excited. Okay. She calls her ex-husband Vince, who, from what I can tell, didn't cheat on her, but she did marry a man who ate a whole booty sandwich. I thought it was just crazy how she said that though. But I don't know if Vince cheated on her. But you can probably overlook stuff if you getting paid very well. If you it because okay, so listen, on one of the first episodes, they in Vince taking her shopping. She buying some $3,000 sunglasses, and she want Vince to buy these $20,000 sunglasses for him. And Vince was like, "That's a waste of money. That's a waste of money. I buy these $3,000 glasses for you, but that's a waste of money for me, um, for some sunglasses. Yeah, honey. Whatever. Anyway, um, but he said, he said, congratulations on your single. You did it all by yourself. You should be proud and get out your own head and get back in that studio so you can put out some more music so it won't just be a one-hit wonder again. You need to keep putting out music, because, music don't last that long nowadays. This the social media and, streaming and, Spotify. Well, no, those music, those music apps. Yeah. So you gotta keep putting out music, because I've never heard of Notice Me, but it is what it is. Anyway, Tamar parents said they did a good job of co-parenting and having respect for one another. The lies, the lies, the lies. In the words of Candy Burris, yo ops, my bad. But yo mama, and I love Mama E. I love her. I met her in person. She is a sweet, kind lady. She is still angry at your daddy. You saw it all over her face when he came on that TV screen. You saw it all over her face. Okay, so she is not over it. Yeah, so they didn't do such a good job with the respect part. Okay, I don't know about that co-parenting, but they ain't do such a good job with that respect part. Okay. Anyway, so Towanda, Tamar, Trina, and Mama E, go to eat. Towanda says she ain't seen Tamar since grief counseling, but it's important to respect people's boundaries, but anytime she needs her, she gonna be there. Whatever. Kevin said that Towanda said Kevin Jr. wants his family around him. He's fighting with his wife for his marriage, and he is confused about some stuff, and his father feels like she wasn't in her right mind when she wrote her will. Mama E she got the scoop. She said Traci was in her right mind, and Traci said, because Mama E asked her, do you feel like Kevin Jr. can stand up to his daddy? And Traci said this is going to give him some balls to stand up to his daddy, because he got to stand up to his daddy sometime in his life. And I mean, that's the truth, though. That's the truth, So he gotta stand up. Stand up. In the words of Ludacris. Yeah. Yeah. He gonna have to stand up, and it's gonna give him some balls, because he in charge of everything now. But did you think she was gonna leave you anything? You cheated on her. Apparently many times. And I heard you had an outside baby. I don't know, but I heard that allegedly you had an outside baby. So did you think she was gonna leave you with anything? But men stupid like that. Okay. Anyway, so they gonna throw Traci a birthday party, and then OG broke the fourth wall again and brought Tamar some flowers for her #1 single. Anyway, Trina takes her kids axe throwing, and then every time they throw an axe, she was just like, if I get this, I get a grandbaby. She's just trying to get a grandbaby. She said she want to be a duchess or Mima or man. I don't know what it was, another one, but whatever the case may be, the Eric, the oldest one, don't want no kids, and Caleb, the youngest one. And Caleb, first of all, that mustache is not cute at all. It is not cute. That little curly mustache thing going on, that ain't cute. That ain't cute, but I guess it's cute for your wife. But I'm just trying to figure out if Trina, because they got to have two different daddies. But if Trina messed with a short man for Caleb, because Caleb is so short. And I was like, either he got some kind of like disease that's stunting his growth, or she let a short man hit it. I don't know. But he's very short. He's shorter than his mama. And, kids, especially boys, is usually taller than their mamas. And so I was just like, I don't know. He could have like something that stunts his growth, like, sickle cell, or, like a kidney disease or something like that, like Arnold had on different strokes and stuff like that stunted his growth. That could be it. Or she may have had a little short man hit it. Yes, honey. But whatever the case may be, the mustache still ain't cute. Still ain't cute. Not cute at all. Not cute at all. But I'm glad the oldest one cut his hair, because he was in one of them episodes, and this I think he like permed it or something, and it was all over the place. I said, But I'm glad he cut that off. Just cut it off. Just cut it off. I guess he got married. He hadn't gotten that on. But anyway, so she said that the oldest one has been married for 2 years, but she's been his girlfriend for 7 years prior. So they've been together for 9 years. And he said, we got dogs. And the youngest, he got a girlfriend, but they ain't trying to get no grandbabies. So then, Trina conveniently, of course, they always gotta, they be like, okay, Trina, come, production be like, okay, Trina, you come this way, you leave, so your husband can tell your sons to get a vasectomy. And that's what Vaughn did. Vaughn said, listen, it's not up to you if you get her pregnant or not. So if you don't want no kids, you better get a vasectomy. He said in those words, but he said you better take care of it. That meant get a vasectomy. And then Trina, then he told Trina, yeah, I told your boys to get a vasectomy. She was like, what? You tell my boys to get a vasectomy? And then she like, what? How dare you? Girl, listen. If they don't want no kids, they don't want no kids. you better adopt somebody's kids. Well, if they don't want no kids, they don't want no kids. Point blank, period. So, anyway, Towanda is inviting Lil Kevin to Traci's birthday party. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so Traci's birthday party seems a little lackluster. Forgive me, Traci. It looked boring. Yeah, okay. Everybody was sitting around. They had a harp playing. Tamar was like, somebody send this harp player home. She was like, where the shots at? She was like, because she was bored too. So Trina was like, listen, harp player, you can play whatever you want, but what you can't do is play that stuff because it's really it's really it's really sad, and this is a party. So then Towanda says, I'm going to get the surprise. She bring in Lil Kevin. Lil Kevin hug everybody. They eat crabs. So then they sitting down with Denise, who is I guess Tawanda's friend. And then her and Traci got close. And then when Traci got sick, Denise just went to her aid for however long she needed it. So, but Tamar says she didn't find out when everybody else found out. She was the last to know. Then Mama E said, listen, Traci did not want to tell you. She wanted to tell you herself. She said she swore us to secrecy. So when I was crying and weeping, she said, she basically wanted she basically wanted to tell you herself. She was like, she didn't want you to know, and she didn't want Toni to know. And Tamar was like, Toni knew. Toni, you knew. Whatever the case may be. It's water under the bridge, Tamar. You didn't get as much of the time that you would have liked to spend with her. I get it, but it's nothing you could do about it. Just like you said, she is blessing you. When you was at the table and you got those flowers, she is blessing you because your the producer at the studio produced, I guess, Traci's stuff. And he told her that you got an incredible voice, and if you do something to her, she was gonna beat him up. And he never had a song hit the charts, and he got a song that's #1 because of you and because of Traci looking out for you. So you just gotta eat it and keep it going. Denise, like I said, Denise took care of Traci. And so she said at the end, she didn't want to bother. Denise said that at the end, Traci didn't want to bother you guys, and she didn't want to be a burden to anybody. So she, because Denise asked her, did you want to call the sisters? And she said no, she didn't want to be a burden. So anyway, so everybody crying and everything like that. So the Mama E said, okay, we're gonna lighten it up. We're gonna do the electric slide. Only four of them did the electric slide. Nobody else did the electric slide. Gen Z wasn't having it. None of them. Okay? None of them. Okay? They wasn't having. They just looking like I ain't trying to get into that. So it was four. It was Denise, Towanda, Trina, and Mama E. That was it. Kevin Jr. wasn't even having that. So that's where it ended. She had some beautiful pictures. She has some beautiful, yeah, beautiful pictures, beautiful artwork and stuff like that. Yeah, and yeah, happy birthday, Traci. We could have been good. We could have been good friends. Oh, yeah. So happy birthday, Traci. This is your girl, msyelladiva. Like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.